Oh. Hello. Oh. Hello, I wanted to talk about Forrest Gump. I don't think I have talked about Forrest Gump before. It's probably one of the best films I've ever seen, and over the next 20 minutes or so I want to really kind of break down why it is one of the best films I've ever seen. Because really it's a very sentimental Americanized film, and apparently from what I hear from the original book, it's nothing like the original book at all. Sorry, there was a quite an attractive black woman walking around. It's amazing. It sums up everything I could want in a film and in my life as well. I mean, Tom Hanks I'm a huge fan of anyway, but there's just something, I don't normally like films about slightly simple people, but it's just something, it makes me feel really guilty about myself. I think that's the thing. He is really simple. He doesn't think about, and this is the core, he doesn't think about life. He doesn't think. All he does is what he's told, and he appreciates what he's got, and sometimes if something's happening he doesn't like it, but he doesn't have grand gestures and thought about different things. And because of that, and he does what he's told, and just goes from, you know, someone says, do you want to make a shrimp company? Yeah, alright. If anyone else came up to you and said, you just come out the army, do you want to become a shrimp boat captain? You'd go away for a few days and you'd think, you know, there's this and it's good at this time of year, and do I want to do that, and do I want to be something else? He just said, yeah, alright. And then that's the point. Join the army, okay. Ping pong, alright. And because of that, he just went from one amazing situation, and I think if the majority, it comes back to, oh, isn't there a whole thing where yes men, where apparently if you say yes to anything anyone ever asks you, your life does complete change. And I'm not surprised that it doesn't. The amount of times people say, oh, would you like to do this? And I'm just like, no, I'm alright, thanks. No thank you, that sounds fucking horrendous. And I'm sure, you know, being in the Vietnam War was horrendous, but he did it. He came out the other side, and then he was ping pong champion from the Vietnam, and then he met the president. So I met the president again. Drank all the Dr. Peppers. And it's just absolutely beautiful, and it's lovely. And you've got Jenny. And Jenny, who is, you know, she's not a bad person, but she's portrayed quite badly in the film, because, I mean, it's similar to me. It's just like, she just wants to get off her face for most of the film. And I think as well, if it was me at the time, excuse me, if it was me at the time and it was like, you know, do you want to go and do acid with a load of hippies, or do you want to, like, get in a relationship with a slightly retarded boy from the fields? Yeah, I'd probably be with her. But at the same time, she really, really likes him, and she doesn't want to lose him, so that's why she keeps him, you know, holding on to him. And I honestly think when she comes back to him near the end, she really, really does love him, and really does it. It's just, she's at that point where she can't be asked to do drugs anymore, and she's realised that Forrest has always been there for him, no matter what. And I think that's really, really sad. And the thing for me is, it's the sad parts. And the main sad parts for me is, one, Jenny dying. Spoilers, but you know, it is a fucking old film now. When he goes to the gravestone and he talks about little Forrest, their son, how well he's doing at school, because he's really stupid. He's really stupid, but he's really on it just for like what he should do. But you know, generally he's really slow and stupid. And his son, he didn't want to have a kid because he didn't want him to be the same as him. And I love that, because most stupid people don't care about having children because they don't realise that they're stupid themselves. And that's why I really love when he goes, you know, is he smart? Yeah, he's really smart. And he's just like, oh, that's... And then when you go to see Jenny's grave, and he's talking to her, and he says like, hello, and he's so clever, Jenny. And that just cracks me up every single time when he says like, he's so clever, Jenny. And he's breaking and I'm breaking, and it's just terrible. And also I like when he's running, you know, he just run in. And I use this line probably about once a week, and it's the only thing that I keep in my head that connects this to what apparently I can imagine when I die and up in the sky. And he's running past the lake, and he says, and it was so beautiful, Jenny, he said, it was so beautiful, I didn't know where earth stopped and heaven began. And that to me is one of the most amazing sentences ever. If you're seeing anything through your sober eyes, and you don't, or even not sober eyes, and you can't tell where heaven starts and earth begins, then you're living the dream. And I love that line, and I think it's so beautiful. And what it was, he was running past a lake, and you had this beautiful scenery in the back, and then in the lake was it reflected. But you didn't even, that was just his story to Jenny. And Jenny had spent her whole life getting fucked. He hadn't spent any of his life getting fucked, he just spent it actually being out there. And I don't know. I think I take it a bit more seriously than it needs to, but I just love that line. It was so beautiful. I don't know where heaven stopped and earth began. I get very emotional. And he says, you died on a Sunday. Yeah, his mum died, Jenny died, but he had his little Forrest. I just love it. I can't really talk about it anymore. If you've seen it, you know it. You know what an amazing film it is. It's just absolutely beautiful.